Hello there. Oh. Hello there. I just wanted to quickly clear something up, something that's on my conscience, I guess you could say. And I did make this video before, but I made it again. The reason really was that there was some comments and things, and I replied to a comment, and I thought it was a bit condescending. I was a bit condescending to Ian, who wrote a comment saying that I was a word magician. Now, I just get pedantic. I'm so busy on my, like, fight that I sometimes just, I can't take a joke, maybe. I act like a knob, I don't know. But for my own standards, I found myself condescending, because actually that word magician, looking at what I do on my channel, what I put across, is probably the best description I've had up to now, really. I do talk all the time about words, and I do talk about magic, because I consider we live in a system that's natural, but also got a magical layer, and that probably is the words. The thing is, though, magic, I don't see it as magic. I don't, a magician is nothing more than a technician, really. Magic to one is just technicality to another. Like if you're playing guitar, there's a lot of finger exercising to do and mundane work. And then the sound that comes out is magical. It is magical for everybody, for musician and listener alike, and the magic belongs to the universe, really. It's the perfection of harmony that we're granted to use. Anyway, I'm like, this is the thing, and the thing is, Ian, makes like videos. Now, I made this video before, or started, and I called them drones, but I don't think they are. I think that would be a derogatory term. I think the quadcopters with webcams, I don't know what you call them, but, Ian makes really good quadcopter images, flying around, and you're like flying above an estate, and me as like watching the YouTube, it's an amazing chance to levitate and look around, and I love watching the world from a bird's eye view. It gives you that perspective of how small we all are, and to me that view from that little quadcopter thing is amazing. The picture's just so amazing. It's like, to me, magical. And I appreciate that, so to me, like, that's the same magic to me as it is a technicality to you, maybe. So maybe we should just, preserve that magic and say, yeah, it is magic. But like I say, I appreciate people. I do sometimes come across as condescending, but I've got to say, if anybody else is, knows how it is to do research and try and stick to your own ideas, then obviously sometimes it absorbs into your being. Your research starts to become who you are, and you start to become a little bit like fixated on a particular way, and I can't help it. It's just that the conviction that I've put into it. I find it very difficult to go to a party and just let small talk happen. So I try and I try and make light of the research, but it's, I don't want to compromise myself here on YouTube. I know I love a lot of you, and I know that you understand what I'm saying, and I don't need to shout. But if you can then pass that along to somebody who needs to hear me shout, then maybe that's good. I don't know. I don't know if making videos will change anything in the world, but I know for sure that people have said to me, just watching your videos, Steve, has showed me that I'm not the only one who's crazy. Or was it said different, that I'm not crazy because somebody else sees it exactly the same? However you want to see it, we're not alone in our madness. Other things, we're able to share ideas. I observe a lot of other people and put my own ideas to that and pass it on, and that's what we do. But sometimes, if you've got an idea, you have to kind of cling on to it like it's it's like it's your brainchild or something, because otherwise it can get diluted. And I don't want anyone to dilute their own selves, for the sake of me or anyone else, My main message is be yourself, and I'll let you be yourself. And if we get into a bit of an argument, if we get into a little bit of a, condescending situation or something, let's just take a breath and breathe it in and out and just remember what we're actually fighting here. And remember who we're doing it for. Okay. Here I go again, sounding like a fucking teacher. I'm not, I'm talking to myself, alright? Have a good time. Cheerio, love you all.